What's that? Oh.
There's a
Hello,
small-
face.
Touch it.
I can't.
That's a big head.
That is a big head. Of course, everything when you're in first-person mode is really weird looking.
True.
When you're swimming in the water, because I've opened my eyes underwater. Let me tell you, it does not look like this.
It just has a weird like fisheye, but
Yeah, I
also,
feel like
distorted look as
It's like
well.
you're on drugs. You're just like, whoa, where am I? Oh, hello.
Why?
Oh, you're right next to me.
With scissors.
They're like Grim Reapers.
Oh.
And I for some reason, these versions of the Grim Reaper use scissors instead of scythes.
Because they're trying to cut your ties from the human world. Also, it reminds me of that game Clock Tower. That's very expensive on PlayStation, like $100.
Really?
Yeah, and all it is you're some girl that runs away from this midget dude with giant scissors. It's actually like a really, really scary, creepy game because like you'll be hiding in a room like, oh, I'm safe, and then he just like comes out of like places you don't expect, and you're just like, oh, okay. Just like,
this is the game.
Then your character's like, I'm gonna calmly walk out of this room. I'm like, you're gonna die. Run.
Yeah, you don't get to like decide this, ma'am. You're screwed.
That's one of a good example of a scary game back in the day.
A spoopy game.
You don't need crazy graphics. You just need
Well, no.
a good environment. And
You don't need the game to look like real to be scary.
it doesn't need to be Resident Evil 7.
No. Although I thoroughly enjoyed Resident Evil 7.
I would have enjoyed it more if it wasn't called Resident Evil.
I was just about to say that. I think if its tagline Biohazard had been the name of the game, would have been perfect.
I find it funny because in Japan, Resident Evil is Biohazard. Like, that's what it's called.
It's
so
just
their
called
game was just called Biohazard. It's just I'm like, nice, Capcom, nice. But yeah,
That's amazing.
I feel like Capcom made this game and it was like, man, this is really awesome. Like, it's a cool thing with like Outlast and Evil Within, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You just die.
No. We go into this weird realm where there's skulls that try to eat us.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But
As you do.
they made that game and they're like, you know what, this probably isn't going to sell as well because of, market is saturated right now with those kind of horror games, and we haven't done a Resident Evil game that's actually done well in a while. So why don't
No,
Resident
because
Evil 7
I was like, because Resident Evil 6 was awful.
and 5.
Ugh.
5.
I wouldn't say. I don't think 5 was nearly as bad as 6.
No, 6 was
6 was a mistake that should have never happened.
that in Operation Raccoon City or something. I don't know. They just kept coming up with spin-offs and they're getting worse.
Oh, like stop! Just make the main story that we all know and love.
Yeah, but then they made 7, and I was like, They made some connecting points, but you could tell like this.
Oh yeah, they like
originally was
the
not
whole
Resident
thing
Evil.
like with like Chris Redfield is in it at the very end.
Yeah.
And like I did like while that was cool, it was like, whoa, Chris Redfield, what are you doing here? You don't work for Umbrella. And it was like
We just stapled that on the last minute.
you could tell they were like, we need to somehow tie this into the overarching universe in order to call it Resident Evil. Because just because the Umbrella Corporation's in it, that doesn't mean that it's Resident Evil. And I'm like, apparently it does. I've watched the movies, and the only thing there is because it's Umbrella. I was like, that's literally the only reason like you can look at that and be like, oh yeah, that's Resident Evil.
I don't want to talk about the movies. They make me so upset.
I again, it was like, I liked the first one. The first one was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Everything after that, not really.
Well, I enjoyed the second one because then you got to see more. You went to Raccoon City.
Yeah,
you got to see more characters. You saw Nemesis, and I was like, okay, like,
yeah, that was cool.
I can still do this. Then the third one happens. And they're like, hey, this character, Mila Jovovich, like, hey, we all love her. And it's like, no, like, we don't.
Not really.
We don't
She's
want
just kind of
that.
the character that's there
And
that
they're
we
like,
have to deal with.
Well, guess what, guys? She has psychic powers and clones. And I'm just like, stop.
Okay. So the movie where suddenly every character had a clone.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it. I could not.
I don't even know what that is. I stopped after 3.
Really? That's the 4th one. Like, I think it may have been the 5th one. The 4th or 5th one, it's like they all have a clone, And so like there's like a clone of who's the Asian girl, Wong?
Oh, Ada Wong.
Ada Wong.
Yeah.
Like there's two of her, and one of them's evil, and then like and everything, and I'm like, this is too confusing. Like I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I don't either.
I'm hitting him, right? I'm hitting him.
Bring it over to that fire. No.
Oh, that's right. I gotta hit this thing. No. Stop aiming at him, you idiot. Hit that thing. I forgot about this. Whenever you fight him, you gotta do that, because then he comes out of his little ooze. I don't know what he's supposed to be.
The Phantom Train from Final Fantasy VI.
There'll be a lot of Final Fantasy references.
I love Final Fantasy. That was one of those games I played growing up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like that was the only thing that mattered.
I think what was my first?
Ooh, what was that? Whoa, what are you
I don't remember.
doing? I think 3 was my very first.
For the DS?
Yeah.
Actually, I think that was mine too. I remember seeing it in the Nintendo Power magazine.
Yeah!
And I wanted it so bad.
And I was like, oh, what is that?
So my
That
dad,
looks so cool.
my dad bought 2 copies for me and him to play together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so like he's the one who taught me how to be like really good at video games, and
Ow!
Oh.
Stop it!
he taught me how to, like, hey, here's how you grind in these games and all this stuff, and I was
Like
like,
here's where you need to go to get good stuff and not be a scrub.
don't bother with these jobs.
Yeah.
Stupid child. I can't call you my adopted son. Jeez.
See, I didn't really have that growing up. Growing up, I was the only one in my household that like played video games. Everyone else in my family just kind of did their own thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't have someone like that. It was more of the other way around, where I would get a game and then have to show everyone else.
Yeah. Well, like, there was a while, like, my whole family, like, my brother played, but then he left. My sister played some games. She was terrible at it because she was, younger and all that.
Yeah.
My mom played, like, Animal Crossing with us and stuff. So did my dad.
Man, Animal Crossing.
But eventually, like, my dad stopped playing video games because we got a laptop, so he spent all his time on there, not playing games, just, like, internet.
On it, working, doing
just
internet stuff.
Everything. And so
the internet.
He stopped playing like the GameCube and the PlayStation 2 and all that stuff.
I remember when I remember when the internet came up, but whenever I guess it became more widely popular, like you could own a computer and it just be there.
Yeah.
Like it's just part of your everyday life now. I remember like my parents were like all into it. Like they were like, yeah, we have computers now, it's cool, and
AOL.
like everyone uses it. But nowadays it's the exact opposite. It's stop using the computer, go do something else. Why? This modern innovation
at you holding their phone.
Yeah, this modern innovation that has been around now only for like not that long, honestly.
Honestly,
not that
at
long.
Most like 20 years.
Yeah, like it has not been around that long. If anything, I am appreciating how far we've come.
Yeah.
By using this new technology. I think it's almost an insult to like just walk off and be like, nah,
I don't need this.
I don't need the internet. And it's like,
I'm just gonna go.
If you don't need it, but like
books.
it's cool. Like it's cool to have.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he does all the same moves.
Wow.
We gotta go into the mirror dimension.
That's a dimension where you're a mirror.
He just becomes reflective. Everything you say will just bounce off of me.
We just...
Oh no, I stepped in the thing again. Oh no. I did this earlier too. Just immediately teleported back to the regular realm. I
would love if we did a playthrough of a Final Fantasy game.
Oh yeah? Which one?
I don't know. How about 6? That's like the best one.
Okay, yeah, no, I could do that. 6 would be cool. Turn that mirror into a door.
Oh.
Just because I looked at it. Now we're in the mirror dimension.
Wow. This is, everything's all wiggly.
Yeah, it's the Philosopher's Stone.
Wow.
You know how many people died to make that?
It's a rock.
An entire nation. That's a Full Metal reference. What are those supposed to be? They are disturbing. What are is this what humans look like in the mirror dimension? Is this just the Oh, he put his mask on.
He has a face, and now he's gonna shoot lasers.
What's he doing?
I don't know. Oh,
Is he growing?
He's
Is he getting bigger? I think he is getting bigger.
He's more. He has another arm. Hey, oh no, he's had that before.
He's
just kind of.
He's standing on his.
He's just kind of.
He's standing on his front legs now,
Doing his
or
thing.
on his back legs. Oh, he
yeah,
is bigger.
He's bigger.
He's a lot bigger.
I wish I could move around like that sometimes.
Wait, why do I have demon mode anymore?
Because you're in a mirror dimension.
No, I didn't have it earlier either. Am I not allowed to have it during this session?
Maybe.
He shot his eyeball out at me.
Giant eyeball. It looks like an orb.
Popped it.
That probably gonna make him upset. Oh, he's on the ground.
I think he's dead. Yay!
It just keeps
Hey,
sparking up
he gave me a bunch of red orbs.
red herbs.
That is a long death sequence. I feel like that's my biggest complaint about Monster Hunter.
Is it death sequences?
Death sequences. Like the monsters, they take way too long to die. Just die. Just be done. I killed you.